Okay folks, here's the challenge that I have. I want to bore out just a tenth or two thousandths out of this bore. It's in aluminum obviously, and I'm trying to make a very snug fit on a steel bushing that I've already got. And I don't want to polish this last few tenths out because I don't want the aluminum to absorb any grit. I don't want it to become, in effect, a lap. Plus, if you have very much to polish out, it's very difficult to avoid a smooth finish, a uniform finish from front to back. You're very likely to get, in effect, ridges along the length of the bore. This thing is about roughly a 2-inch bore, maybe a little bit more. And I've gotten real close, and the last few steps I've been doing this same method of what I'm doing here, where I never back the cross slide off. I finish a cut, then I may move it just a few 10,000ths of an inch on the dial, and I rattle the thing. You can possibly hear that. I'm rattling it back and forth with the hand wheel for the entire carriage. That creates a vibration, and when you advance the screw just a few tenths, less than a whole division, you're going to have a tension on the screw because the cross slide doesn't move as readily as as readily as you might believe, until it finally overcomes the internal friction of the slide. But when you rattle it back and forth and you set up a vibration which relaxes that tension in the screw and will advance the cross slide to what you have advanced it according to the dial. In just a second, you'll see this. I'm going to do this a couple of times, and finally what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be just touching that black ring which is left from a permanent marker. Okay, I'm going to be touching that, and when I do, I know that I have now taken just a few tenths for that ring of the magic marker, and I won't have touched the surface itself. So there, oops, that one was already that's a little bit too heavy. And let me see. I want to try to get a good view of that. Yeah, there you go. That's a good view of that. That's actually a little bit too heavy. I'll back this thing off. And come in here again. There is no mark. I will just tap it, only about the thickness of the line. Then I rattle it back and forth. I'll have to show you the process by moving the camera, but yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it. I just barely, truly just barely, trying to see if I can get this thing to focus. I don't think I can get it to focus any better than this. I have just barely scraped off the, yeah, that's it. The dye left over from the ink. Try this again. Yeah. Can you see that? I hope you can. So, I'm going to stop this and move the camera, give me a better overall point of view to show the same process. Okay, so stop it for now.